tonight.
Go get him, Tiger. Hi, Kizzy.
I got to act up.
Thank you. And don't forget
Yeah, now you get that situation together. I get this situation together. Yeah, be liberal. See, I'm gonna be liberal. This is where I'm liberal. Spraying this goddamn spray. Hey, Andy, can you turn that up a little?
And beyond, and beyond. We take our role seriously as your trusted messenger. At KBLA Talk 1580, it's about truth, not ratings. And when you hear us say, when we come forward, we mean it. We mean it. That's the bottom line. We're not going back. Not to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the closet, and definitely not back to the good old days.
Might as well get it. No way.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my hand out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, her stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, and I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Ronan, call in. Oh, ladies.
After all the bad boys that I dated, I thought, you know what? Let me just date the good guy. And that didn't work out because I felt like superior to him.
There was no sexual polarity.
It just didn't work out because I felt like I was the boss. I felt like...
Did you find yourself snapping on him and getting a little bit more disrespectful than you normally would?
Very.
That's typically what happens.
Yeah. And I did things to him that I wouldn't do to Katie. And it's unfortunate because he's a good guy. He didn't do anything to me. The problem is that he didn't put me in my place when he should have, whenever that was supposed to happen. At some point in our relationship, he didn't put me in my place as the woman, as his woman, and he didn't show me that he can lead. So I felt like I was leading the entire household when it's really supposed to be him.
Lord, 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 Lord. The voice of reason back in here on the hump day on a Wednesday. You know I'm about to cook. I don't even know why you guys are playing around. You already know I'm about to cook. Relationships. Boy, I could talk about relationships every day, all day. Ain't that what I do? Yes, it is. Before I even get to that, I definitely want to send a shout out of congratulations because this is a big deal. You got to understand something about Los Angeles. The number 2 media market in the world, Hollywood. LA is the place everybody want to come to. You know that. You know LA's the place to be. As soon as you get a little piece of change, you come out here to LA. You know what it is. So to have, for the first time in its history, a black woman mayor, that's a huge deal. So I want to send a personal shout out to Mayor-elect Karen Bass. She did the damn thing, y'all. History in the making. Gotta give her props. And I'm going to tell you right now, you got to stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580, because the political heavyweight pundits like Dominique DePrima on her show, First Things First, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every morning, Pacific Standard Time, of course. Dominique is going to be all over this. And then right after her, 9 to 12 noon, Tavis Smiley himself. They're going to be all over this tomorrow. Tomorrow, you got to tune into both shows and really, really lock in. All right? So salute to Karen Bass. Now it's time to cook. Tonight's topic, you heard the clip. The girl basically felt like it was cool to disrespect the nice guy. But that's like white women voting for Trump and then holding a rally against him the next day after he becomes president. 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump and then had a rally the day after. Listen, hold on. See, you get into these relationships with your mirror reflection. You play victim. And then when the good guy comes along, you think it's okay to disrespect. Y'all want to have a real talk tonight? 1-800-920-1580. Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. We about to get deep. What are the top good reasons for why a man should break up with a good woman? Huh? See, people get hung up on that word good. What is a good woman? What is a good man, for that matter? Huh? What is good? What are the prerequisites that gives a person the title of good? You mean good for you? Good for what you want? Good for what your wounds are begging for? Which gender is more likely to initiate a breakup? Well, the numbers say 70% women. Only 31% of men break up with women. Huh? What does a man value most in a relationship? And regardless of a woman's status in the world, what she's accomplished, if she can't deliver what he values most, is she then still classified as a good woman? When I come forward, the phone lines are about to be off the hook. The conversation begins. The voice of reason is live.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening here. Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Woo!
Life is uncertain.
Y'all ready?
It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal.
Let me get over here.
Hopes, free and secure.
Y'all like this angle?
It's easy to get the help.
I was running late trying to get the studio together.
When you need it the most.
Y'all like the angle?
At 833-317-4673.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Chat at calhope.org.
Holla at your boy. Ladies, I want to hear from you tonight. I see Fred Dorsey in here, Third Eye, Truemonger, and Zinga.
California Crusader is a multicultural black
Come on, Ronan.
that focuses on providing news.
Lloyd Hinton in the building, always representing.
We're constantly looking for
One of my
ways to assist
cousins.
businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost,
Rob B in the house, one of my cousins.
reasonable and affordable
Neek is the
advertising
night
rates.
in the house, one of my cousins.
Suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper community.
Ash Smith in the house.
Or visit our website at
The support goal. Thank you, Truemonger. Let's see if we can hit that support goal. Let's get busy.
Located on the top right corner of the home
The Book of Ronan.
Text CCN to 42828.
Yeah.
Again, text CCN to
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. I was number 17.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We got some people in here now. Hit the like button, y'all.
Human rights. The Los Angeles Civil, Human Rights and Equity Department, or LA Civil Rights for short, is focused on reducing bias and injustices while
T.
leveling
Ross,
the playing
peace and
field. LA
blessings.
Civil Rights does this through equity and empowerment, the Office of Racial Equity, hate prevention, upward mobility programming, and youth programming. They convene commissions and advisory councils. The Civil Human Rights Department of the City
60
of Los
seconds,
Angeles
guys.
is led by founding executive director Capri Maddox and is breaking new ground for municipal governance. LA Civil Rights oversees citywide initiatives, including the Renew program, LA Repair program, and the LA for All campaign. The LA Civil Rights Department believes that the goals of equity and inclusion for all people can be achieved through hard work and collective action. To get involved and be part of the solution, report a civil rights violation or get more information. Visit civilandhumanrights.lacity.org. That's civilandhumanrights.lacity.org or call 213-978-1845. This is a community
What up,
call to
Annetta?
action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Andy, turn this song off. Turn this mess off. Huh? So when I asked the question, or when Donna Michi asked the question to his all-woman co-hosts, right? About the ego boost. Play the record again. Sound like she feel good. She's a survivor. She's stronger now. No, Andy, take it back to the first verse. Take it back to the first verse. Listen to what the girl said. Sound like she got a boost from that breakup. Is this why 70% of women in marriages? Ha ha! Turn it off. Turn it off. You had to survive him, huh? He didn't survive you. He wasn't surviving you. Them lyrics don't apply to him. See, that's what I'm saying, man. We've been programmed. Every time the relationship ends, whose fault is it? If 70% of women who are in committed relationships are ending the relationship, and then they flip it and say, it's because of him. It's because of him I ended it. He wasn't meeting my needs. He wasn't kind enough. He wasn't caring. He wasn't interested. Maybe you just got boring to him. See, the narrative that I'm pushing through these shows is that the interaction in relationship is bi-directional. You could be wealthy as all get out, but be a spiritual bum, homeless, spiritually homeless, just a nomad, a wayward, just, right? You could just be disheveled on the inside. Just because you're wealthy on the outside doesn't mean you deserve a quality mate. You get the mate that mirrors the work. And if the work is undone, the vibration and the frequency that you're on is what you tend to attract. Now, y'all want to pick and choose which parts of the law of attraction you want to use, just like many people pick and choose which part of the Bible they want to believe. You want to pick and choose which part of the law of attraction makes sense to you. You know, I was just too nice is one of the biggest. You know what? I shouldn't have ignored the signs that he was bad. No, you should have paid attention to the signs and asked, who are the signs related to in me? See, because when a man steps into a spiritual understanding of self, all foolishness falls to the wayside. Did y'all know that? Huh? When a man steps into the spiritual understanding of himself, all foolishness falls to the wayside, including his woman. I know y'all don't want to hear that. See, when you step into the spiritual understanding of yourself, you know, listen, happiness is an inside job. Peace is an inside job. Understanding I got to understand me before I can understand you. I got to be happy with me before I can be happy with you. I have to be content with me as I am in my process before I can understand and then be content with your process. Oh, but it's his fault he wasn't patient with your process. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of women ain't gonna want to hear this tonight, and this ain't about bashing women. This is about empowering men just as we empower women. Huh? Listen, do you know that a man's purpose is probably his most important relationship? So where did that leave you? 1-800-920-1580. Where does that leave you, ladies? Oh, a man should be able to balance the two. He needs balance in his life. He might, yes. I'm not saying that a man can't balance his purpose, right? And his woman, but that takes an exceedingly massive amount, a Herculean effort of patience on whoever is dealing with him. And sometimes when you're in a relationship with somebody that's dating an outcome, they don't have patience for you to cultivate your purpose. You better get that purpose done. Did we not see that in the breakup with Tom Brady and his wife? She was like, you're too old. You need to end. You need to stop this football madness. And he said, you know what? It's over. Here's these papers. Maybe he's chasing something. If you loved him as he was, and I don't know their relationship, I don't have all the details, but if you love and accept him for who and what he is completely, you're going to let him run this through. Maybe Tom Brady needs a Joe Theismann moment where somebody roll up on that leg and snap that leg, and then you go, okay, it's over. No, I don't want to see you get hurt. No, you're in it for what you want out of it, for the most part, for many people. So I asked the question, what are the top good reasons for why a man would break up with a good woman? First off, good. So many people think if I got letters behind my name and letters on the wall and I got zeros in my bank account, right? Multiple zeros, and I'm educated and all of this. Okay, that is a portion of a good woman, as is a portion of a good man. But this thing about relationship, y'all need to realize this, and it goes for women too. I'm gonna say this: women are more in tuned empathetically. Women are more in tuned spiritually. Women are more in tuned emotionally. And when you ignore yourself, you are the greatest enemy you could ever face in a relationship. What did I say? Ladies, when you ignore the intuition, when you ignore the spiritual presage that whispers into your spirit, say, hey, something's amiss. But you so focused on the outcome, did you do it to yourself? And brothers, if you recognize this in a woman, is that a good reason to break up with her? Huh? Can we be honest tonight? How many women get disrespectful in the relationship when they recognize that they're not going to get what they signed up for? 1-800-920-1580. Call me. I don't know if I set the topic up good enough, huh? Does the act of ending relationships with men give many women an ego boost? If so, why? We just heard the Survivor song. Sound like an ego boost to me. Did that? I know it's music, and I know music is art, and art don't always imitate life, and vice versa. But that's what it sounds like. Now, there is some research out there to bring to bear here. The person who typically ends the relationship tends to be stronger for doing so. Now, the research has already told us 71% of women in the relationship. What happens to the woman's ego when he says, I've had enough? The blame game goes into full throttle. The shame game goes into full throttle. True or false? Brother, you should break up with your woman if you don't feel like yourself when you're with her. Now, that's going to apply to women all day in America. Sister, you should break up with him if you don't feel like you. If you feel like you've lost yourself, sister, you should leave him. Relationships are bidirectional, remember? The spiritual interaction that's happening in relationship is bidirectional. So does the same ring true for men? Brother, you should break up with your woman if you don't feel like you're yourself. If you pandering and tap dancing and moonwalking and soft shoeing, are you the real you? How long can you be the fake you? Should a good woman respect a man's decision to leave her in favor of his purpose? Tonight's topic. I'm going to the phone lines because they're lit right now. What are the top good reasons for why a man should leave a good woman? See, I don't believe a man should leave a spiritually evolved woman. To me, that's my definition of a good woman. Not religiously, spiritually. Not religious, spiritual. Because at least I know I'm gonna learn something new about her. Because she's working on herself. She's invested in the truth of herself. She's trying to cultivate herself. I know she's going to be someone else. This is a work in progress that has embraced the progress. Huh? But if I see a shadow, unhealed wounds and hurts, passive aggressive demands hiding behind your yoga mat, I know it's time to get up out of here. What are the top good reasons for why a man would break up with a so-called good woman? Society, doing well in society ain't enough to be good, sister. Same for the brother. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get these callers in here. Fred from San Fernando Valley. Let me get you out the way early, brother.
Okay, bro. Check this out. Like I said once before, loyalty is royalty, okay? you gotta hang in there. If you're a king and you decide to make this woman your queen, then you gotta give her all the time and patience for her to ascend to her throne. Because if you picked up one of them little pretty princesses, she ain't no queen. You gotta raise her just like you would your daughter. But if you went and truly got you a queen, someone who is comfortable with their own skin, and they're with you because of the companionship, because see, that's what I do. I'm a companion. You know, we're gonna ride this out to eternity if we can. But the whole thing is, you had a life before you met me, you got a life going on while you met me, and you got a life after you met me. So let's do life together. See, I don't want to be your world. I just want to share the world with you.
Come on then, Fred. Fred, boy. Boy, you smoother than the Milky Way on that one, boy. I like it, man.
Hey, I don't entertain women. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't amuse somebody. Because if you look at the word amuse, that means amused. I'm amused. You using me? Just to let the time go by? I don't know.
Hey, Fred.
It don't work that way in my world.
Hey, Fred, I got to keep it pushing, man. But thank you, brother. I always appreciate you, man. Thank you. Fred come in here cutting up. I had to get him in first because I knew he was going to cut up. Don from Atlanta, Georgia. Jump in here, Don. You got to turn your whole living room down. We can hear the hallway in your house. Turn it down.
I do everything you ask for everything to get up.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I got you on several TVs, phones, and everything.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So tell me, what's up? What do you think about tonight's topic? What are the top good reasons for why a man should or would break up with a good woman?
I asked you that question through the text or the thing the other night. That's what I asked. What's a good woman? I'm still confused on that.
Okay, well, there are good women and there are good men. And what I said a good woman is, or a good man is, let's just break it down because this is bi-directional. A good man or woman is respectful, disciplined, educated, moneyed, spiritually evolved, right? Accountable. You want me to keep going? Reasonable. Respectful. Lord have mercy. Respectful. This is bi-directional. And I'm naming a bunch of things. And the more things I name, the more improbable that becomes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So to me, from my perspective, and my perspective may not be your perspective, but from my perspective, that is what a good man and good woman is. Don from Atlanta, hang tight. I'm coming forward, but when I return, I'm going back to Atlanta to get your thoughts. Can y'all hear? And she up here singing. This her shit. She like, nigga, fuck you, nigga. Hey, yo. Come on, y'all. Everybody got to hit that like button. We 30 people below the like button. Can I get everybody to hit the like button at the very least? And this is a call to action. Can everybody in this chat room, if you haven't done it already, please do it right now. It's 86 people in here. If everybody dropped $5, we would be good. We are at $49.98. I need everybody to support the channel. Yes, it's dope to watch it. Yes, it's dope to be in here and enjoy the shit we got going. But the reality of it is I need y'all to support it by your actions. Hit the like button. Drop a 5 spot. This shit costs $5.
And that's the latest.
We done made goddamn Starbucks billionaires. Come on, y'all, support the brand.
News.com.
Yes, Arabia is singing. Arabia, answer the... Oh, they hung up. Whoever was calling, call back. We're going to have Arabia answer the phone. Arabia singing the shit out that song. Arabia like, that's my shit.
Listen to me, and you listen to me closely.
In a recent African-American media issue survey...
Much love to everybody coming in. WDMA Warrior, what up, what up, what up, what up? Davey Lee, what up, what up, what up? Deanna, what up, what up, what up? Hey, go get that call.
We take our role seriously as your trusted messenger at KBLA Talk.
Taping of the TV show tonight, or not tonight,
And when you hear us say,
this weekend, the situation shift. Tracy Brooks, what up?
to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the
Hey, Tone, I said anybody that's already done it, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm only talking to those who haven't done it, brother. And because you did it, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
KBLA Talk 1580 would like to thank all the businesses that tune into KBLA at work. We celebrate you, your calls to the station, and
Hit the like button. Hit the like. Let's get them up there. We almost there.
treat your office to a lunch for 10.
We almost there.
Hey Michelle's Kitchen Catering. Open the KBLA Talk 1580 app or log on to KBLA1580.com to be selected for our Office of the Week. We know you are just like our staff, putting in many smart, hard-working hours per week. We just want to say thank you, and we appreciate you. You and your staff deserve lunch on us. Enter your office to win lunch for 10 and be highlighted on KBLA Talk.
Oh, you heard me rapping. Where'd you hear me rapping?
Open the KBLA app or log
Shit.
on to KBLA 1580 to enter your office today to become the
Said I heard you
KBLA
rapping, Zoe.
1580 Office of the Week, sponsored by K Michelle's Kitchen Catering.
Ficky, stop.
KBLA Talk 1580 Office of the Week.
Come on, Ficky.
KBLA Talk 1580 Community Call to Action.
Hey, call in. Share your thoughts. Phone lines is lit up. Let's talk tonight, y'all. And I don't understand the ladies. Y'all tune in, but you don't call in. I need y'all to call in. I need y'all to show up and show out. Make it make sense to us.
I like that though. That was good.
What?
Only where it's needed.
What?
We can
A
all
work
do
in
our part
progress,
to
enjoying the
conserve water.
progress.
Visit
Come on.
Come on, talk to me
for more
nicely.
water-saving tips. Save water, save California.
When will my songs be my co-host, though?
In recent editions of the Los Angeles Standard newspaper,
Huh?
about HBCU's impact in Los
He said when they pay up.
Angeles.
Andy gangbanging. He said when they pay up.
Black filmmakers a place to showcase their work. To codename Crenshaw Boulevard, Malcolm X Boulevard.
Oh, that Madcap verse. Verse number 3. The dopest verse.
The Engineer Factory, preparing black children for
I was on one. I was different. I was really different. I was really on one. I was on some different shit.
Career in public relations, local black hiking groups, and Los
Come on, Marlon Clark with the $5 cash app. Come on, Marlon Clark. Marlon Clark, I appreciate that cash app. I get that right now. I get that $5 right now. We appreciate the support of the channel. I need everybody to jump in and do it for real.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted.
Why y'all keep hanging up?
Gas, bloating, stomach pain,
Sit
or
your
oily
ass
stomach.
on the line.
Turns out to have EPI or exocrine pancreatic
You're listening to the
insufficiency,
show
inhibiting
anyway.
The enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy,
The
or
situation
other
shift.
conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing.
Twas inspirational. Thank you, brother.
Doctor, if you have a history of
The
intestinal
situation
blockage,
shift.
thickening
This
of your bowel
weekend,
wall,
we're going to
if you're
shoot
allergic to
4
kidney problems
episodes.
or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or
And
severe
Arabia
gastrointestinal
and
symptoms or allergic
I,
reactions. Take Creon as directed by
we
your doctor
just,
always with food. Do not
what
chew
do we
capsules
do?
as
We
this may cause
outlined
irritation.
9
Other side effects
topics.
may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.
Not too, I don't understand what that means. Be honest, not too much info and coherent. Tell me what that means.
You took the first step and
Deanna?
quit smoking, but even smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step. Now take the next.
T. Ross
SaveByTheScan.org
just
for
hit the
simple quest to
Cash
see if you're
App
eligible
with a
and talk to
5
your
spot.
doctor about
T.
screening.
Ross, I appreciate that, man.
Brought to you by the
That
American
money
Lung
comes
Association,
directly
Workforce
to
Initiative, and
me.
Ad Council.
I appreciate it.
The voice of reason with Phil Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Let me tell you something, man. Shaka Khan, my co-host, is my playlist. Can I tell you, brother, something real quick before I get back to Don? Don't you know toxic women are also magical women? Shaka Khan, well, I can read your thoughts, man. Boy, a toxic woman can come into your life with that toxic psychic energy through her sex, through her presence. Whatever is unreconciled in her begins to mold the environment that you bring her into. Listen, a nest is not something that is just physical. A woman can nest in your house and store those unhealed wounds in her expectations and in her energy. Yes, magic can be toxic too. We live in a divided society that says black men are responsible for all the problems in the world. Black women are saying, hey, I'm divesting. He ain't enough. His ish ain't together. He ain't over his ex. He got too many baby mamas. Baby mamas and maybe mamas. We don't know how many kids he got. Yes, and black men have their issues, but I'm here to tell you, you can't date what you're not. You can date what you don't want, but you can't date what you're not. Somebody meme it. See, you can get what you don't want, but you always gonna get what you are. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it that way. Do a cheating journal, ladies. Do a journal that's based on how you cheat on yourself. Do a lying journal. Ladies, a journal that outlines all the lies you tell yourself in and out of relationship. You telling me that doesn't have a gravity to it? Oh, you think you can say something about yourself? You think you can demean yourself? You think you can injure your own spirit and you won't manifest that as a relationship? Huh? The only reason why more women break up with men is because most men are thirsty and insecure themselves. Most men would rather stay in toxic magic than a peaceful environment. I'm telling you the truth. Do you know how good y'all yoni is? Most men will be like, well, she got that fire. I'm gonna stick to the fire. What's the word they use? Wet. She got that wet. She got that fiery wet. Oh I'm gonna stay right here. Not knowing that she could be dangerous to your spirit as you could be dangerous to hers. I'm tired of the unidirectional blame in relation. It's his fault. It's our fault, as it is our lesson to overcome. 1-800-920-1580. Somebody call me right now. Don from Atlanta, I need you to finish your thought, good brother. We got callers.
Yeah, I don't know if this been whatever. I just want to get off. And then it's like that. We take care of the family and everything. You know what I mean?
Tell me your thoughts about the topic, though, brother. Would you break up with a good woman, quote unquote good woman? Because, like I said, good is subjective. But a good woman, in other words, standing in society, educated, moneyed, whole life together, but there's some spiritual issues that have yet to be addressed. Would you break up with that woman?
No, well,
I know.
Not at the point of this. I mean, it's the thing of a religion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't. But it's like if we can get something together, it's like what we say, Catholics and Baptists. You know, we have to get something together. But no, I wouldn't break up. We have to figure something out. I would not get rid of the young.
I love your honesty, Don. Don from Atlanta, man. You brought ATL in the building, man. We appreciate the call. Thank you. I appreciate it. Call in anytime. You got a seat at the table. Who else wants to chime in? Al from Austin, Texas is in the building. And then, of course, I'm going to the OG, the legend, Sean. Al, get in here, man.
So I just got to comment about your question, man. The reason I would break up with a woman that is considered good would be if her spirit isn't good.
Boom.
All the things that you named are things that you put on. They're not who you are. Mm-hmm. And you know what she does isn't who she is. Her credit score, that's what she does. Her job, that's what she does. Her education, all those things are things she's done. I get that. But if you're not good in your spirit, then, or if your spirit doesn't match with mine, then we're wasting time. So that's reason to break up. Yeah, man, I was looking at this song by Stevie Wonder. It's called Superwoman, and he was saying my woman wants to be a superwoman, and I just had to say goodbye. You know, if you're so caught up in yourself and who you want to be that you don't even see that I'm there, then I need to leave. And that's just real, man. You know, everything doesn't mesh together, and it's not that she has a problem. It's that we just don't mesh together. And if we don't mesh together, let's just not waste the time.
How about it? It's never a waste of time, though. It's always a journey and a lesson, and you're always learning. So there is never a waste of time. We got to get that notion out of our minds as well. Good brother, I appreciate you, man. You brought Austin, Texas in the building. Thank you. Boy, the phone lines are on fire tonight. My guy, David Dieta, author of a great book. I always tell the brothers to go read this book, The Way of the Superior Man, because this is the flip side of it. This is the weak man. Most men are terrified of a woman's depth of love and the energy that moves as a woman's sexuality and emotion. And at the same time, men want nothing more in this life than to merge completely with a woman's devotional love and wild energy. Only as a man outgrows his fear can he handle a woman's tremendous love energy without running. And only such a man is worthy of devotional offering in a committed intimacy. Now listen. That is a God-realized woman he's describing. The opposite is true of the woman who is still wrestling with unhealed wounds, but yet she's still magic. But just like the men are testifying on this show tonight, they wouldn't leave. You know why? Because men are physical and mental. Men are visual. She's gorgeous. She's pretty. I don't want somebody else to be with her. Yes, you do. If she's wounded, sir. Yes, you do. If she is an active adversary against your purpose, yes, you do. 1-800-920-1580. When I come back, I'm going to Sean in Orlando, Florida. We turned up tonight. Call in. Share your thoughts.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Higher gas prices meant oil companies made massive profit. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News.
Hey, the women are awfully silent. Oh, they go Tracy. Ladies, I'm speaking directly to you. What do you think about what I'm talking about? If you're not going to call, just type it and let me know. At least I can read your comments on the air. What do you think about what I'm saying? What is your intuition saying about what I'm saying? Does your intuition say that rings false? Does your intuition say that's not the truth? What is your spirit telling you as I'm saying this? I want to hear from the ladies that's in here.
Have the experience that you want. MLK Hospital welcomes your new baby.
You're the victim of a car accident. Who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case.
The ladies not talking either. They're not even typing. Wow. Whoa. Ladies is like, fuck you, Zoe.
Not a good look. Like a half-done hair to
All right.
Shouldn't the corals be on both sides? A half-baked peach cobbler.
A gummy crust? I don't think so.
Or a half of a domino.
Bam! Big six!
But where's the other half? Don't go halfway, especially with your immunity to COVID-19.
You don't get to answer the question.
With your vaccines and boosters. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find one near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a whole lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you, when we fight, we win. Central CSO organizes for the rights of the undocumented, quality public education, and supporting in solidarity other communities seeking social justice. Central CSO stands for Chicano X, self-determination.
Well, I got to do something different. This TV show blow up like I think it will. I got to do something different.
East Los Angeles. Find Central CSO meetings every third Wednesday. Visit online at
Trumonger, no, we're not going to shame them now. Hold on. We're not going to do that.
Instagram at Central CS. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Can you relate to a sister's open up to make you holler and scream? Hey, yo, let me take it from here, queen. Excuse me, but I think I'm about you to get into precisely what I am about to do. I'm conversating to the folks who have no whatsoever clue. So listen very carefully as I break it down for you. Merry, hyper, happy, overjoyed. Please, will all the beats around my sisters having points. Like a smooth going down the sound totally. Yes, let me state the position. Ladies first, yes?
Yes. Woo! Hey, man. Make no mistake about it. Our sisters are magical. But there's such a thing as black magic, good magic, bad magic. What state is your magic in? I'm here to tell y'all hear me talk very, very deep, sisters, about society, the society in which we live. I read the quote all the time. I'm not blaming sisters. I'm not saying it's sisters' fault. You didn't choose this culture to be born into. Or maybe some would say you did in another life. Some would say that. But the reality of it is, we didn't build this society. The great Krishnamurti says it is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. So the sickness gets in us and contaminates our magic. Relationship is designed as a highly reflective classroom where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. Right? So oftentimes it's hard for brothers and sisters to just own up and say, this is how I'm toxic. This is how I'm wounded. This is how I'm broken. And this is how this toxicity or these wounds negatively impact my ability to relate. Right? It happens both ways. It's bi-directional. I'm going to give you a reason. When brothers get older, the mess they used to put up with when they was younger in order to get a particular outcome, typically they don't put up with that no more. The disrespect, the nonchalance, the indifference that they used to, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to keep coming around. I'm going to keep inviting. I'm going to keep, right? At a certain age, where a man has come to an understanding of who and what he is, he tends to say, no, I'm cool. I'm not doing that no more. And even if he gets with a woman who's considered a good woman, and she shows him a certain level of disrespect, some men swallow the disrespect. They just swallow it. For whatever reason. I want to work it out. I want to make it happen. I like her too much. She's too pretty. Whatever the excuse is, right? I'm a keeper. She's a keeper. But the reality is we didn't understand the purpose of relationship. Relationship is a spiritual classroom where you get introduced to what's wrong with you through the reflection that comes from your partner. Nobody ever understood that our triggers are married. Our triggers are dating. Our triggers are cohabitating. Nobody really understood that. Lord have mercy. When I come forward, who's on the line the longest? Sean. I got to get Sean in here. When I come forward, we're going right to Orlando, Florida. Sean, stick with me. I'm going to talk to you.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wake up and text. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Stop it.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel...
No, the new show's a TV show.
Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit stoptextsstopwrecks.org.
My mirror is reversed.
And the Ad Council.
I'm down after 17 years. He refuses to accept it. I allow that unhealthy attachment.
My time at JP Morgan Chase's Advancing Black Wealth Tour. There were speakers Ian Dunlap, Damon John, Lynn Richardson, MC Light, Don Kennedy to
What show?
you. Take a listen to
Oh, my show?
Grant, community
My show?
at Chase's Advancing Black
My television show
So I'm Justin Grant.
is called The Situation Shift.
For JP Morgan Chase's Advancing Black Pathway Strategy.
The Situation Shift with Zoe Williams. TV show.
We're making targeted investments.
Situation Shift.
To help us get our tools and resources out to the community to drive sustained impact over time.
So when it comes to black and brown people, it sounds like Chase is
The Situation Shift.
not only the facility
This Saturday, I'm going to be suited and booted, clean cut. Pow!
Mr. Grant,
That's how you showing up.
Boy, I'm going to be sharper than
Freedom to be able to start your own business and create jobs.
a Master Jedi's lightsaber.
Plan towards retirement, having that vision for what you want your life to be, and you have the resources to actually live.
It's going to be
Hi,
lit.
Chicago. Thanks for sticking around. That was my
Oh, thank
recap
you.
from Chase's Advancing Black Wealth Tour. First stop was
And
here
brothers,
in
look.
Taking it national.
This is bag number 2. Starting to empty.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The matter with your
life. Why you gotta mess with mine? Don't keep sweating what I do, cause I'm gonna be just fine. Check it out. If I wanna take a dive, hold me tonight. It's none of your business. And if she wanna be a freak and sell it on a weekend, it's none of your business. Now you shouldn't even get into who I'm giving skins to. It's none of your business. So don't try to change my mind. I tell you one more time. It's none of your business. Now who do you think you are? Put in your G2 cents in. Don't you got nothing to do then worry about my friends? Check it, I can't do nothing, girl, without somebody bugging. I used to think that it was me, but now I see it wasn't. They told me to change and call me names, and so I'm popular. Opinions all like assholes, and everybody.
Yeah. I know y'all ain't heard that in a long time. Salt and pepper. It's none of your business. My playlist is my co-host. We turned up tonight. We got a great topic. Let me get to my brother Sean, Orlando, Florida. Sean, you got a limited amount of time, so I need you to be concise. Drop the signs. Thank you, brother.
You got it. So, spirituality with your, and constant balance and purpose. You hit those things. Let me say it again. Spiritual, constant balance, and the last and most important is that we all need to make sure that we're constantly being very aware and respectful of someone's purpose. And that is what you said by directional. Because you have to understand that, sometimes it does take that communication to be bi-directional regarding your purpose. Because sometimes they see what you're doing and they're loving it, but they're not quite sure about all the details. So go ahead and let your significant other know the details of your purpose. And that way, all of your spiritual and your constant balance can have a better chance of succeeding. That's my 2 cents on that one.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it always. Sean comes in and delivers. Thank you. You brought Orlando, Florida via Oakland into the building. You want to bring your city in the building? All you got to do is call me 1-800-920-1580. Rhett, San Francisco. Let's talk about it.
So, what's going on, man? Great topic for tonight. And, prior to my beautiful, loving, amazing partner, I was in a relationship. No.
You can't call her a partner. You got to say, that's my wife. And you got to put the air on the W. That's my wife.
That is my wife. That's my move. Prior to being with her, I was in a relationship with a woman that was amazing. But I guess the kindest way to say it is there was a lack of intellectual gestation, where there was no stimulation, there was no agreement, there was nothing outside of the physicality that we shared for one another. And I decided that it was best to be amicable and say that I think we've outgrown each other in the way that we rely on each other most.
No, Rhett. Hold on. You got to stay with me. I'm gonna have to carry you forward because you cooking. Intellectual gestation. The brother is cooking. It's almost church in here this evening with Reverend Rhett out of San Francisco, the Apostolic Church of God in Christ. Listen, when we come forward, we gonna go back to San Francisco and talk to my brother Rhett. Yes, the voice of reason is on fire.
Now you shouldn't even get into who I'm giving skins to. It's none of your business. So don't try to change my mind. I tell you one more time. It's none of your business. A man who moves a mind to break before you understand that your double standards don't mean shit to me.
Hey.
Whoa.
And here's the latest from the Black Information Network. A bus full of migrants is expected to arrive in Philadelphia. City officials.
Y'all see that VOR on demand in the chat room?
said around 30 people were on the bus when it left his state.
VOR on demand is in the chat room.
Chief at the time of the Robb Elementary School shooting will be gone by the end of the week. Tom McLaughlin.
What up, y'all? What y'all think about tonight's show?
Mariano Vargas will be terminated after footage released this week shows Vargas being told.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Y'all vibing with me tonight?
35 minutes before the gunman was killed by officers. Retail sales are coming in better than expected.
Ladies, do y'all not like this show? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get an understanding of what y'all think. Y'all not giving me much feedback tonight. Thank you, Nzinga. Thank you.
Inflationary times, you need a good
We
value,
really need y'all perspective. We really do.
2 extra pounds more than other companies who short fill.
What y'all think matters to us, especially in this forum.
Propane.com for value and locations.
Fred, don't do that. Don't do that, Fred. Of course I can be honest with this crowd. Don't do that, Fred.
But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
Let me just call it to say, I downloaded your app while we were talking. It's a terrific app.
That is the new VOR YouTube channel. Y'all might as well get on over there and subscribe.
The KBLA 1580 app is enticing enough for our guests to download.
VOR on demand.
You should download the app and share with your friends too.
That's beautiful.
So download the KBLA 1580 app today and take us with you wherever you go. KBLA Talk 1580. You're not rocking with the best. We got a lot to talk about.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me,
it's gonna be crazy.
How about the child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support?
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like the kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad touch routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches the nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams.
Reason and accountability.
The voice of reason.
Yeah! My playlist is my co-host. Love is a battlefield. When y'all gonna realize relationships aren't easy? Because relationships make you do what Carl Jung says most people loathe doing. And that's seeing themselves. Osho. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Osho. Osho says, life is nothing but an opportunity for love to blossom. If you are alive, the opportunity is there. Even to the last breath. You may have missed your whole life. Just that last breath. That last moment on earth. If you can be love, you have not missed anything, because a single moment of love is equal to the whole eternity of love. And I'm not talking about romantic Disney movie love. I'm talking about the higher level of consciousness. Trying to get your partner to be who you want them to be is not an act of love. It's an act of desperation. It's an act of survival. It's an act of thirst. If you come into a relationship with expectations that you think you're owed, you're thirsty. You think those things are going to bring you peace, solace, happiness. No, those things just let me know that there's a void inside when the premium attention is put on the things that must be accumulated outside. Come on. 1-800-920-1580. Red from San Francisco. Get back in here and cook, brother.
Well, no, I all that to say, and it was really difficult to break up or go our separate ways amicably, because as hard as it was to admit to myself that all we had was physicality, it was equally hard for her to hear. And we had outgrown each other, or I had outgrown the fun that we were having, because I was looking for something serious. And that's what led to my amazing, wonderful wife. And it was just really interesting, because it was laying on the couch one day realizing that I am not stimulated intellectually by this person.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lack of that gestation period, and I am feeling odd that I'm ready for something different.
Mm-hmm.
When I feel like I have everything I need but that level of intellectual stimulation.
Wow. That's good stuff.
That's why I broke up with a great person, great human, but just not the right one for me.
I appreciate that insight, Red. Thank you for bringing San Francisco in the building. Good stuff, man. Good. And let me add on to what my brother is saying, because all answers are right answers. Don't you know you can profess to want something serious and then get it and recognize that it is not at the level of seriousness you want? Isn't that part of being human? I want something serious. I thought it was with you. I've grown and evolved into a different space, and now I'm recognizing that the serious declaration that I made may have been made to the wrong person. But egos are involved. Fear, dysfunction, unhealed trauma. So when that happens, men trip out when women bounce, ghost, and act weird. But women also trip out when men do it to them. 1-800-920-1580. We cooking right now. We are really. Daryl from Los Angeles. Get in here, brother. Get in here, Daryl. Come on.
Yes, sir. I just want to echo the sentiment of my man who just spoke on the subject.
Wait, Daryl. I can feel that you're about to cook. I feel it. So you know what you got to do? You got to hold tight. I'm carrying Daryl forward. Los Angeles is in the building. When we come forward, we really got a lot to talk about.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason.
Hey, we blazing right now. We blazing.
It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated.
We blazing.
With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Hey!
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers.
Love is not a noun. Call in. Y'all want to talk that shit? Talk it to me. Love is not a noun. Love is not a verb.
California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our
Get at your brother.
You can participate by suggesting
Fred, you want to call back in? Call back in.
Yeah, I've been looking for that thing.
Visit our website at calcruise-news.com.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
calcruise-news.com.
Jared James, that was powerful, brother.
Located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper.
Right now, Truemonger, we are at 54.98. We are nowhere near the support challenge. I wish we could get there. What is the support challenge? Right? We are an hour and 11, an hour and 12 minutes into the show. Truemonger, what is the support challenge? 125, we're at 54.98.
Foster addiction, crime, violence, and poverty by a community institution that involves thousands in creating, influencing, and changing public policy. Founded by Karen Bass in 1990, Community Coalition was born as an
Yes, Davy Lee. Love is sacrifice, but sacrifice of what?
hopelessness and despair into action.
Boom. See, you coming. You coming with it.
Has almost solely stimulated economic recovery in South LA for decades.
If everybody could drop a 5 spot on this channel, the channel is important. Can we do that?
Mind, body, soul resources, advocacy, and policy work, and has a robust and active membership body. To become a member, get a referral, or get support for your
I want some more tea, yeah.
Visit CocoSouthLA.org. That's CocoSouthLA.org, or call 323.
Yeah, if everybody in here, 95 people gave $1. Not the people who already gave.
Call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Not the people who already gave.
You want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ooh, baby. Yeah. Come on, Karen White. Let me tell you something, sisters. Let me make it clear to you, sisters. The world wants to make you a superhero. Oh, because the world demands that you be strong. The world demands that you be independent. The world demands that you be indomitable. But relationship asks you to be human. Do you understand? Relationship asks you to be human, sister. And the same goes for brothers. right? We go out into the world. We are warriors against this world. We fight against this world. We are saying, I'm going to fight to keep what's mine, to keep what I've earned. But relationship says no. There's no superpowers allowed in here other than spirit. He is not supposed to be, listen, your wound's caretaker. You are. You are not supposed to be his. We're going to stick it out and work together and figure what. Listen, one of the greatest revelations that came to me as an adult man, and I'm saying an older man, not when I was in my 30s. I had to get into my 40s, my late 40s to understand this. One of the great revelations that came was, I'm not responsible for healing you. I'm not responsible for babysitting what's wrong with you. If I recognize arrogance coming from you, I go inside and go, how am I being arrogant? In what ways am I being arrogant? If I recognize disrespect coming from you, I go inside and say, how did I disrespect? How did I condescend? What did I do to help magnetize this into my life right now? Because I know the universe is economical. The universe is not going to waste an experience on something that ain't going to feed me. Do you see? And when I recognize that even when I make an effort to say, hey, this is mine to accept. I may be wrong here. I misspoke here. I misunderstood here. Listen, you don't get to play the 16-year-old game with me and still be mad after that. I'm not saying you got to get over it and you got a timer. What I'm saying is you don't get to refry that beef. Oftentimes in relationships, when you're dealing with spiritually childish people, when you're wrong, they store it in their pocket only to be brought out later. Remember, you said this, and remember, you didn't we already deal with and spoke to and reconcile? I recognize as an older man, you ain't got to do that. That's a good reason to break up, fellas. She could be good on paper, but not good in spirit, not good in development. See, we have this conversation for men. He's not that into you. He's not interested. If he was interested, he would do this. We got these conversations everywhere, as if women aren't human. Women are human, especially in relationships. See, they are required to be superhuman in the world, i.e. Karen Bass, mayor of Los Angeles. Come on, that's a superhuman feat. In a climate of racism, she ascended to the top seat, the mayor seat. That's superhuman. But in relationship, you're required to drop the super and just be human. But society has conditioned us to say anything and everything that the woman wants until we get tired of her. How about, oh, huh? Happy life, happy wife, happy life, right? No, but a woman is required to do spiritual work, to do shadow work, to stop ignoring the so-called signs that they see. That's one of the greatest sins a woman can commit against herself. And brother, if you see a woman, because I know you see you. Oh, you act like you don't see you, brother. But if you see a woman committing that kind of sin, you got to get out. It's your responsibility to break up. That's a good reason to break up. Listen, double standards. Applying rules for you and others, but then letting other people off. Why are we in a sacred group? What's going on here? Especially if we're dealing with universal truth and laws. What's happening? Your boss, the guy that signs the check, he don't get this. Okay. Daryl, get back in here, man.
You're so right, though. I hate a woman that be circling back to freaking regurgitated arguments that we already had. What the hell are you doing, man? Who feels to relive this movie?
But to make it fair, brothers do it too. But go ahead.
That's true. That's true. But I was just talking from the man's side because, man, I'm sure if you were talking to a woman, she'd say,
No question.
That said, for me, I left a few good women in my wake, and it was really because I'm a forward thinker. So she has to be a forward thinker too, or I'm going to lose interest. She has to be constantly achieving, or at least trying, putting forth the effort to better her best. And I do too, because that's where I'm at. Because if you're not there, then I don't need to be carrying no dead weight. And you got to be a dreamer. You got to have expectations. You got to be searching for something in life. And we don't have to be searching for the same thing. She can have a project, I can have mine, but we still complement each other because we're on the same path, and that's forward, right? But really, she really needs to flow with me emotionally. If she flows with me emotionally, and we're tackling, life as it comes, because life is like a pride fight. You got to bob and weave. And if you got that girl with you, beside you, that's going to bob and weave with you, man, hey, man, we're going to take some blows, we're going to give some blows. But if we get knocked down, if we can look up, we can get up.
That's right. I appreciate it, brother. I got to keep pushing. That's good information. Daryl, you brought Los Angeles in the building, brother. You can't say no more. You already done killed it. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know what you got to do. Call us at 1-800-920-1580. Fred from San Fernando Valley was able to get through after this phone line traffic jam. Fred, what up?
Yeah, okay, so we back on the subject about love, right? And I say love is a noun, because if you go to 1 Corinthians 13:4, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered.
My.
There is no records of your wrong.
Yes.
That's a quality. That's a moral, baby.
Is it?
Through your actions, love is shown, is expressed through your actions. But love ain't no bird. Love is a quality, is a noun, it's an essence, it's something special.
Well, a noun is a person, place, or thing. So you would say love qualifies as a thing?
Yes, sir. You love that person, don't you?
Keep going. Keep going. You laying something down here. Keep going.
Okay, that love heals those wounds that person suffers, whether it be psychic wounds, whether it be physical wounds, whether it be emotional wounds. It's a band-aid. It's a cure-all.
All right, so wait, Fred, because you touching on to something. So what love actually does? I'm not, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong, because you're not. You're not wrong. I'm gonna rephrase it a little bit. The love of someone, or the love that someone else has for you, and you tell me if I'm off on this, but this is what was inspired in me as you were talking. The love that someone else has for you tends to cause you to discover it in self. Am I wrong about that? Am I off? Does the love that someone has for you cause you to discover that love within you?
Okay, but can I say this?
It's a question.
Yeah, I understand that, but if I'm shining love, right, and it's bouncing, reflecting off that person and coming back to me, it's like when you look within the mirror, within the mirror, within the mirror, within the mirror, they keep bouncing and amplifying. You got a love laser, which cuts through all BS.
A love laser. I hear where you're going. I hear what you're laying down.
The intensity of your love, and if you focus on that love, it cuts through most of the confusion. Because really that confusion is an illusion. The person on the other side is under the illusion of something else. But if you, like the Lord Diana said, if it's true, then your qualities of love. That's what makes it so special. Your qualities of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like honey. You can have clover honey, you can have blueberry honey, but it's the qualities of the product that goes into manufacturing that love. What makes it so sweet.
Fred, let me say this, Fred, man. I appreciate you, brother. I knew you was going to call in here and give me something. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. He done brought the San Fernando Valley back in the building. Fred, we love it when he calls in. And he's talking some good stuff. I do believe that love is not Disney. It's not romance. It's a state of consciousness. Right? And as Fred was talking about the laser mirror and the mirror laser and the love laser, all that stuff is good stuff. Dermont Davis, Zen in Sex is the book. He said, could the entire notion of finding one's soulmate be a simple case of looking for ourselves in another body? Is the soulmate really just the best approximation of ourselves that we can find? This is why I was trying to reword it a little bit to say, if you loving on me in an honest way, what do you mean by in an honest way? An agenda makes it dishonest. That's faux love. That's pseudo love. If you're loving with an agenda, if you're loving with a silent contract affixed to it, if you're loving to get something, if you're loving or your love becomes a verb and you're behaving as love in order to get something back, that's pseudo love. That's not real. But if you can pour into somebody in an honest way, meaning no expectations, no attachments, if you can do that, you can wake the same love up in someone else. See, a good person is on that mission. There are no victims now. There are no victims. We want outcomes because we live in an outcome-driven society. Do you understand that? We live in an outcome-driven society. If I stop getting what I think I want or what I think I deserve or what I think I need, then somehow this person is a failure. This is how this works. I'm here to tell you, man, good people are about the work of being a whip, a work in progress. They're not looking to blame somebody for the shortcomings of a relationship. If you see that in a woman, I don't care if she got 15 degrees and a Maybach and a $5 million house, break up. Leave. Do you understand? A real man couldn't get comfortable in that situation anyway. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't even want to. Don from Atlanta, get in here, man. Oh, wait, Don. I'm sorry. Hang tight. When I come forward, I'm going to come back to Don, and then we're going to go to Detroit, Michigan. Again, we all over the country right now. We got a lot to talk about. Man, tonight's show is on fire. Babyface was on one.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason.
This shit lit.
Exclusively on on KBLA Talk 1580.
We got 100 people in here. We're at 71.97. Our goal tonight. Oh, Nzinga flipped it. We at 74.97. Our goal tonight is $125.
For the past several days, Texas Governor
104 people. All of the people who haven't given. If everybody gave $3 like Nzinga just gave, it would change the game for the night.
Will be gone by the end of the week. Don McLaughlin told CNN yesterday that Mariano Pargas will be terminated after footage released this week shows Pargas being told that several students were still alive in the classroom about 35 minutes before the gunman was killed by officers. Retail sales are coming in better than expected. They rose by 1.3% last month after not changing at all in September. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 News.
Twos and Fuse crew, we need to be active. Let's get active, Twos and Fuse.
In these inflationary times, you need a good value, especially when it comes to fuel.
Show is lit tonight. Lit.
Other companies who short fill. You get more gas for the same cash. With the holidays coming, it's time to check propane tank levels. Visit lavapropane.com for value and location.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley. As KBLA Talk 1580 host, we never quite know where the conversation is going to go. But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
We just called to say, I downloaded your app while we were talking. It's a terrific app. I look forward to it. I'm enjoying your format and what have you. I will tweet it to my several 100,000 followers and call their attention to it as well.
I don't even know what that is.
The KBLA 1580 app is enticing enough for our guests to download and share. You should download the app and share it with your friends too.
That's beautiful.
So, download the KBLA 1580 app.
Oh, man.
The ladies love you, bro. Woo!
Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Vanetta. We're at 96.97 because of Ashley and Vanetta.
Thank you,
KBLA Talk 1580 would like to thank all the businesses that tune into KBLA at work. We celebrate you, your calls to the station, and your overall support. To show our appreciation, we would like to treat your office to a lunch for 10. Brought to you by K. Michelle's Kitchen Catering. Open the KBLA Talk 1580 app or log on to KBLA1580.com to be selected for our Office of the Week. We know you are just like our staff, putting in many smart, hard-working hours per week. We just want to say thank you, and we appreciate you.
That's you.
You and your
You set
staff
that up.
deserve lunch on us. Enter your office.
What in the Sam hell is going on?
Highlighted on KBLA Talk 1580 as our Office of the Week. Open the
Yeah, that's you.
app or log on to KBLA 1580 to enter your office today to become the KBLA Talk 1580 Office of the Week. Sponsored by K. Michelle's Kitchen.
Right, I don't be sending hearts and love. That's you.
Office of the Week. This has been a KBLA
The
Talk
fuck?
1580 community call to action.
Theo said he's heated right now. Why you heated, Theo? Call me. What's the problem?
KBLA Talk 1580.
What happened, Theo?
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you when we fight, we win. Asian Americans Advancing Justice is the nation's largest legal and civil rights organization for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Founded in 1983 as the Asian Pacific American Legal Center, Advancing Justice LA serves more than
Patrick just sent us $3 to the Cash App. We appreciate that, Patrick.
is to advocate for civil rights, provide legal services and education, and build
Look, you putting all type of happy faces and hey, y'all, that's not me over there on the VOR on demand. But that's the new page.
Or seek assistance, visit advancingjustice-la.org. That's advancingjustice-la.org. Or call 888-349-9695. 888-349-9695. This is a community call to action from KBLA.
Hey, who lives in Southern California that's in here right now?
The Los Angeles Urban League helps African American and others in underserved communities achieve true social parity, economic
Who
self-reliance,
lives
and
in
civil
Southern
rights.
California, Los Angeles, that's in the chat room right now?
Has ensured our communities have access to careers with living wages, opportunities to start and grow businesses, and clear pathways to personal and professional growth.
Wow.
Programs like
Yeah.
Basecamp,
That's a good reason to leave, Theo.
Business Ready and VOR. The Black
Hey,
Entertainment and Retention
all you got, hey,
are examples of the ongoing
could you put my VOR email address in the chat room?
To sign up
Listen,
for our
if you're in
newsletter or
Southern
to support the
California,
Los
you want to
Angeles
come to my
representative
show,
with your time, talent, and
you want to see
donations,
us shoot
visit laul.org. That's
on Saturday.
laul.org. The Los
Who wants to
Angeles
come
Open
to the
League is a proud
Situation
sponsor of
Shift
Urban Family
taping?
Focus, Saturdays
We're
at
taping
7
4
a.m. KBLA Talk
episodes.
1580.
Who wants to come through?
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits.
They got to email me.
Request a replacement Social Security card. Get a proof of income.
You got to email me, and I ain't bullshitting, because we need to know who the fuck is coming through. Your name and a damn picture of your driver's license, because we need to know who the fuck coming through.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo. Hold on. Stop the music. Listen, y'all got to give this playlist some credit now. Boy, this playlist is on fire tonight. The great boss, Miss Rouse. I'm coming out. Man, start from the top. Let's get it one more time. Let's do it. So let me say this. Diana Ross, the boss, Miss Ross, when you gonna come out the spiritual closet? See, you can come out the financial closet, the career closet, the education closet. When you gonna come out the trauma closet? Huh? Yes, men are wounded. Yes, men are problematic to women. Yes. But we're going to sit here and act like women ain't wounded. We're going to sit here and act like women aren't problematic in relationship too. And I told you, a woman's problems are wrapped in magic. Listen, whatever. Look up Robert Anton Wilson's work on quantum psychology. That's one book. The other book is Robert Anton Wilson's Prometheus Rising. I want you to read those. When you're dealing with a toxic woman, you're dealing with a toxic magician. Oh, yes. Thoughts, words, and deeds. She could cook you some food and be ruminating on some resentment she has. Oh, and brothers do it too. The rumination of the resentment is going into the meal. Oh, I got indigestion. That was delicious, but I got heartburn. Oh, yes, this is real stuff here. See, y'all want to act like the only victims in relationship discord are women. I'm going to go back to it now. And listen, they all saying I got the woman's ear, right? Listen, it's a lot of women in my chat room right now, but they won't call in. They won't call in. I mean, in my chat room, they commenting. They speaking on it, but they won't call in. We got to hurdle that fear of embarrassment, especially when we create an environment where you can say what you want to say, love. Numerous studies have shown this. In fact, nearly 70% of divorces are initiated by women. This is according to a 2015 research study conducted by the American Sociological Association, ASA, which suggests 2/3 of all divorces are initiated by women. Do you understand? We have conditioned the society to feel like the only bad person in the relationship is a man. And I'm saying, men, if you got more in tune spiritually with yourself, with knowledge of self, right? If you got deeper into you and started working on your wounds, when they show up in a woman, now you have a self-disciplined choice to make, brother. You got to stand up and go, you know what? Not at this stage of my life. I don't have to deal with that. But you said and you promised, well, you know what? I'm different now. I was a different person when I made that declaration. But that was only 2 years or 3 years or 4 years ago. Well, no, I'm different. That's called being a human being, a work in progress. That's called growing up. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it put that way, but it goes both ways. Just do me one favor before I get Don back in here. Can you put that Survivor on one more time? I just got to hear that first verse because that Survivor record tells you all you need to hear. This is how most women feel when they break up with you. That ego is on fire. Man, turn this off. See, this is how women act. Men act to get the woman. Women act like they're over it. Like you didn't affect them. Like ain't nothing wrong with them and they're better after having broke up with you. This is why I say a lot of women use the breakup as the ego boost. And I'm not saying there aren't women out there that have very valid and good reasons for why they break up. There are some very valid and good reasons to get away from a fool. I know. Okay? I'm just saying many people are playing a relationship game and not truly understanding the purpose of what relationship is for. Relationship is really spiritual self-improvement. I mean, do you agree or disagree? 1-800-920-1580. Don from Atlanta, get in here.
Hey, Zo.
Yes, sir.
I'm a survivor.
Hey,
man, I've been to college and had a son, and it was like, I told her no. She said yes, and then it was like she didn't care. She had the baby, and now he's mine, 4 months old. And I'm a survivor. So whatever women want to talk about, I understand the rest of it. We can always talk about that. I mean, with abortions and stuff like that. But it's like, no, she chose to keep it, and then now it puts responsibilities on me. So hey, I'm a survivor. My son is 22 years old.
Congratulations, Dad.
Actually, he's 23.
Come on, brother. We love it, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, so women have to figure out, I mean, what they want. And it's like, no, you can't do it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's so much going on in this world today and what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a baby and then throw it off on a man or put him up for adoption. I don't know. It's so much. I got something else to say.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is a woman really a man?
No, brother. She's not really a man. Trust me. She's not. But hey, brother, let me just say this, man. You know this is a safe space. You can call in and speak on it anytime you want, brother. Even if it's off topic, I'm going to let you ride. I appreciate the call. Thank you for bringing Atlanta back into the building. But let me hit y'all with this. I need y'all to understand that this stuff is bi-directional. It goes both ways, brothers and sisters, men and women. No one can deplete you of love when you have the realization that you are already love. Victoria L. White, Learning to Love and the Power of Sacred Sexual Spiritual Relationships, is the author of that quote. Your first relationship is with yourself. In order to cultivate relationship with yourself, you must first understand you are not your learned behaviors or beliefs. You are not the constructs of your learned love behaviors. You are not your personality, but your personality is the way in which you are currently choosing to express your perceptions. Victoria L. White, Learning to Love and the Power of Sacred Sexual Spiritual Partnership. Do you understand what's happening? On this show, we're taking it to an entirely different level. Society doesn't make you a better, listen, society doesn't make you a better partner because you've achieved more. Spirituality makes you a better partner because you've achieved more. And spirituality ain't gonna put you, I said ain't gonna put you in a position to be with someone that doesn't benefit you, even if it's not a perfect fit. Sometimes spirituality will say, you know what, you left something in your soul that needs to be reconciled. I'm gonna send this person your way. Or you're gonna magnetize this person for this express reason. In the Relationship Dismount book that I wrote in 2015, I call that a stepping stone relationship. You might get with somebody for the moment. And that person may be there to say, oh, wow, I forgot about this in me. Let me correct that. Then that person falls away organically. Sisters, get used to brothers growing up spiritually and breaking up with your wounds. I'm not here to date your wounds. Nope. You got that wound. That must mean something in me needs fixing. Thank you for the reflection, sister, but I'm not going no further. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get in here and talk for real. Vanetta, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, we got to, well, okay, hold on. We're going to go forward, and then we're going to come back to Atlanta, and then there's Tacoma, Washington. Hey, we cooking tonight.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Tweets with racial slurs have soared since.
Yo, we at 111.96. The goal is 125. Can we make it? Who's going to help us? I don't want nobody else who's already done it. I want only people that haven't done it. Okay? Only people that haven't hit the super chat. Somebody hit the super chat. Don Williams, thank you. Kevin Shorter, thank you for that 10 spot. Vanetta Colbert, thank you. Ashley Smith, thank you. Nzinga, thank you. These are the latest people. Truemonger, thank you. Deanna, thank you. Truemonger twice. Don Williams twice. Tone the Great, thank you.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP accident attorneys, the personal injury pros.
Hey, WDMA, I saw that, brother. Thank you. Hey, if I'm asking somebody to hit that super chat, and there are people who have already hit it, please understand, I'm not talking to you. Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson. Thank you, brother, for getting us over the hump. We're at 131.96. I will not be asking for y'all to hit the super chat no more. We reached our goal. Thank you. Oh, wow. K. Uh-oh, now the show out is coming. Now we showing out. Thank you. Justin Johnson and Kay. Y'all pushed us over there. Thank you.
Visit myturn.ca.gov to find one near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Live in a minute.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Is it making sense? Am I making any type of sense tonight?
Stop the violence. Increase the Peace Foundation. It's a non-profit community-based
I'm just asking. Am I making a little bit of sense?
Established in 1993, Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace has provided a wide variety of assistance to thousands of youth, families, and victims of violence over the past 3 decades, including
I don't expect it to make much more sense than this,
grief counseling, and victims
because I got a shit ton to learn.
offers an array of classes focused on anger management, domestic violence, parenting, substance abuse, and more. To make a donation or to access services, call 323-445-8620. That's 323-445-8620. Or visit www.increasethepeacefoundation.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Want a song about it? Like to hear it? Here you go. Free your
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the hottest topics of the year. We are on complete fire tonight. If you missed tonight's show, I don't know what to tell you. Man, my playlist is on fire too. In Vogue, free your mind. Ooh. Free yourself from your behind, i.e. your past. Sometimes, man, you just got to free yourself from what you've been through. This is why your perspective is obscured when looking at your partner, because you're looking at your partner through the filter of what you've been through. Worst thing you could do. Let me just say this real quick, and then, of course, I'm going to get Vanetta in here. Well, listen, keep your comments short. We got 2 sisters on the phone. We got Eric. Please keep your comments short. I'm going to get everybody on. Let me just say this real quick. Congrats to our new mayor, LA's new mayor, Mayor-elect Karen Bass, the first Black woman to become mayor of Los Angeles. Please stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 because you know Dominique DePrima, first things first, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. She will be on tomorrow, the first show that airs on KBLA. She'll be dealing with this tomorrow. And then right after her, Tavis, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're going to cover it. It's going to go down. But we all got to send a major shout out to Karen Bass, the new mayor of Los Angeles, the first Black woman to ever do it. Let's do it. Now, I'm coming to y'all quickly. Please make your thoughts concise. You only have a little bit of time. Vanetta, Atlanta, Georgia, get in here. 30 seconds.
Hi, Zoe.
Hey.
The topic was about, I'm kind of fatigued, so.
Oh, Lord, you can't.
Repeat with me
I can't.
The topic was,
I can't, but this is what I could do. This is what I could do. I'm gonna invite you out to the taping of my TV show. You can come through, and we'll chop it up. But I gotta move to these other callers because you ain't got your thought together, honey. Now, well, okay, I got you. I got you, but I gotta move. I gotta keep it pushing. Thank you so much for the call, Lynette, Rancho Cucamonga. Get in here, Lynette. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me, baby?
Yeah. Yeah. Who's?
Okay. Let me tell you this. I'm a good woman, and a man never drops a good woman. Just a good woman drops that man like a hot potato when she gets burned, baby. That's all I got.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Eric, Tacoma, Washington, get in here.
What up, Joe? All right, I'll make myself quick. So I was young and I dropped a good woman because of my own toxicity. But what I will say, I actually physically cheated on her, and afterwards came out with that. And then afterwards, though, the problem that I saw was that even though she was a good woman, she never did cheat on me. But she, I would say physically, but emotionally and mentally, she definitely played the game. And I think that's one part that we forget, is that even good women can still be toxic.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. You got another piece? I can give you another 30 seconds if you need it.
What do you need to know?
All right, so no, you ain't got another piece. Well, listen, that was the jewel. Eric, you better call in here. I want to hear from you more often. Tacoma, Washington, in the building because of Eric. Now, let me just deal with it. Listen, nobody is cemented in the position of victim. It vacillates, right? Sometimes we victimize ourselves. What we do to ourselves can manifest as a relationship. I know you don't want to hear that. What we do to ourselves can indeed manifest as a relationship. Men, I'm gonna say this right now. Stop looking for what you want, because that doesn't exist. I know people are not going to agree with what I'm saying, but I want you to think about it. What you want is transitory. Oftentimes you get what you want, and then after having it, you recognize this isn't what I really want. Sometimes God gives you what you think you want so you could learn how to want better. I know nobody wants to think about that in terms of relationships. Sometimes you got to get what you thought you wanted so you could recognize that your vision was too small. What you wanted wasn't big enough for what you can give. That works for men and women. The problem is you're dealing with works in progress, and they get hurt when you don't show up the way they said, or you said you was going to show up. It's time for people to understand we're human beings and we need grace, space, and mercy as we grow. Because sometimes when we grow, it hurts our partner. I know people don't want to hear that. Sometimes we can hurt our partner simply by growing up. Because sometimes growing up equates to growing away. All right, I gave you something to think about. Listen, my people are getting ready to come in here. You know who it is, Danny Morrison and Robin Ayers. They about to cook. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You guys will hear and see me tomorrow. Deuces. Hot show. I appreciate every one of y'all. Hot show. We hit our mark big time, 158.95. Thank each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Deuces.